Hello my fellow hammerheads and welcome to the 6th lore part of the Lumineth Realm-Lords. In this video we will cover the elven hero units of the Battle Tome, the Scenari Catholas, the Light of Eltharion and of course the big man himself, Teclis. Of course Teclis would deserve his own video, but in my mind lore-wise these three are too deeply connected to separate them. And even though Valinor is a hero unit as well, I did put him in the Alarith video because he is the spirit of the mountain and a part of Hysh. Before we begin, I recommend that you buy and read this battle tome for yourself, because only this way we can support Games Workshop and their authors and you can enjoy the unabridged story for yourself. And I will add the faction specific terminology in the description box down below. The Scenari Catholas. An important role in the Lumineth society. The Cathalars burn the spent ether quartz filled with the emotions of their kin and turn the clouds of raw psychological energy towards the foe. To be a Cathallar means to live a life of great patience, for to act hasty means to risk the balanced state of mind. Their movements more akin to a slow and trance-like dance, their speech a dark hymn. To be a Cathallar means to stay in touch with the realm itself, grounding themselves with bare feet and hands, allowing the land to soak up the deadly energies which will concentrate in their bodies. Everything will wither and die around them. Everything will be touched by the clouds of negative and intense emotions burning from the sensors they carry. As soon as these clouds near the enemy, their eyes will water, they will get confused, and after a short time they will shiver, they will shake, and they will rake at their own skin and tear their own eyes out, all the while shrieking from the top of their lungs. And even the undead are not safe from them, as they will get a glimpse of their current predicament and vanish or crumble away. In times of need, the Cathalars will aid Teclis in certain incantations, such as for an example the one to save Hysh from crumbling away, due to the effects of the Ocari Dara. The Light of Eltharion. Once a great defender of the elven homeland of Ulthuan, an expert swordsman, a marksman with few betters. This guardian was known as Eltharion the Grim. As the end times neared its conclusion, it was he who was directly opposed to Nagash's resurrection, the event which led to the demise of the elven race. As Nagash's loyal servant and Mortarch of Sacrament, Arkan the Black, traced a spiteful gesture in the air, the curse of years hit Eltharion and withered his flesh. The elven warrior was no more, and his sacrifice is only remembered by the twin gods Tyrion and Teclis. But a soul as luminous, as strong as Eltharion's, is able to withstand time itself. While fasting for almost a full Hyshian month, Teclis linked the scattered remains of Eltharion's soul together. Using Iliathan magic to reproduce a doppelganger of an elf who resembles Eltharion, Teclis made a puppet out of flesh and blood for his old friend. In Ziar, he commissioned artifacts close to those which Eltharion bore back in the world that was. So his armor and weapons were made. But all of this, sadly, was in vain. As the soul entered the prepared body, Arkan's curse of years struck again, and the body turned to dust. As Teclis wept for his friend to see him die before his very eyes, the armor emitted a soft glowing light and saluted him with the fang sword. So strong was Eltharion's soul that not even a second death would lay him low. Over time, Teclis tried to make new bodies for Eltharion, but the result was all the same. But that would not stop the Grim One to fight beside his elven kin and write a new legend for himself. His telepathic voice, stronger and louder than one restricted by physics, he led the elven armies from the front. The Master Swordsman was back. The Archmage and the True Moon. Teclis, one half of the Hessian twin gods. Many are his deeds back in the world that was. One of the mightiest magicians in every conceivable time and space, he is the one who brought the teachings of the Teclamentari and the knowledge to commune with the realm. Teclis, the one who sacrificed himself to rescue the elven race. Teclis, the one who unbound the magical vortex in the world that was to deny the chaos gods. Teclis, the one who saved Hysh from the effects of the necroquake. It is said that he is so high up the Teclamentari that he became a being of pure light, only retaining humanoid form to communicate with lesser beings. His new life as god began in torment, as his twin brother Tyrion has lost his eyes and they were all but alone. Two brothers in one realm. His mood cleared as they succeeded to capture the Dark Prince Slaanesh with the help of Malarian and his mother Morathi, and started to extract the elven souls from the Chaos God's belly. But his enjoyment was cut short as he recognized that his skills to create a new race was even beyond his skills. The first elven race, the Idoneth, were cursed with their affliction, and as he tried to destroy them, his brother Tyrion held his hand, and so the Idoneth became the race of the Deepkin. Only after several attempts, he succeeded in creating the Lumineth. But the seed of pride sat deep in the souls of the elves, and their personality led to the Ocari Dara. With this, Teclis realized that even the Lumineth are imperfect. As the 10 paradises were defended by his brother, Teclis was climbing the Teclamentari to higher rungs to find an answer. And he found it in the etheric void. He found it in Celennar, his true moon. Because only the true moon would have the detachment which was needed for his solution, and which was not to be found anywhere in the mortal realms. As he transcended, he was able to astral project his soul to commune with Celennar. But after many days and nights of pleading, as Teclis was about to cast himself into the void, Ulgu eclipsed Celennar. But as the moon returned from the shadows, a beast stood before Teclis. Celennar had taken form. Communing with each other in the ancient Ulthuan elven language, both debated telepathically for a very long time. At first, Celennar had no interest in the doings of mere mortals, as she was so far above them. But Teclis reassured her that chaos is a danger to all. The mask of the true moon, at first gently smiling, became sorrowful as she was told of the tragedies and the struggle for survival of the realms. And with the mentioning of the Dark Prince, Slaanesh, Celenar's soul stirred with discomfort and revulsion. Agreeing to accompany Teclis into Hysh, they left the true moon as a lifeless rock behind, and now it is only a sphere, circulating around Hysh, as Celennar herself walks beside Teclis. Together, they taught the Lumineth many things, and they are all but inseparable. Communing in the stratosphere of Hysh, they descend to change the course of history and the mortal realms. It is not uncommon to see them on the battlefield, and as Teclis is a god amongst mages, he is not afraid to show his blessings by the true moon. So, what do you think about the elven hero units? Do you like them as much as I do? I'm keen to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you will join us in future videos. In the next one we will talk about the future of the Lumineth. So please have a nice day and stay fantastic. Bye bye!